Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, again. Today, we are back with another video. It's one of the biggest days on Sorare in a long time. There is so much content to go through now. The European football and just football in general is going to be back as well. The next game week 258, is one I've been building towards for weeks now due to the international break and not having full lineups that are capable of playing. I'm very much looking forward to jumping into that one as well at the end or towards the end of this video. But most importantly today, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and basically try and help you guys understand what this new update from Sorare is. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? Will this help new users coming into the platform? Will this go ahead and hinder certain people's performances in terms of threshold grinding in the rare divisions due to the removal of certain parts of the game from that part of Sorare? A lot of things to discuss. So many things have been announced in today's update, and I'm very excited to dive into them straight away. As always, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, please go ahead and hit that like button. That'd be very much appreciated. It really helps out the channel. We have been gaining subscribers consistently and building a beautiful community that interacts with each other on Discord on a daily basis, consistently, especially once the international break is over. I'm assuming that most people will be back into Sorare and discussing things in there on a consistent basis. So join our Discord. If you do want to sign up for Sorare, please use the link in the description down below. It is a very good way, or the best way, of signing up for Sorare. In today's update video, they actually announced like 60% plus of people that actually signed up for Sorare so far have used a referral link. So don't become a part of that 40%, because if you do use a link like the one I have in the description down below, once you buy 5 players off the market in the auctions, you will be given a free limited item. So I hope you guys get lucky with those. If you do sign up, make sure to go ahead and do that one. And then if you press invite friends and scroll all the way down, it should say Johnny Sports here. That confirms it for you that your sign up has worked. So use the link, sign up immediately, and then go ahead and enjoy the game. So for newcomers, this will be a very interesting video as well, because I think there's a new king in town when it comes to newcomers on Sorare. First of all, what Sorare has announced is the mobile app beta. Okay, so currently we are going to be in the beta of it, which I hope is going to go well. I hope they have fixed out the bugs already, but obviously, as it goes with any beta, there will be issues within it, and I really hope that Sorare will fix them throughout the beta to then give the community a fully functional Sorare app, which I'm personally excited about. I love the Sorare data app. I think it's the best one out there when it comes to Sorare itself, but I wouldn't mind adding this into my ecosystem of Sorare and everything around it. So the mobile app has been announced by them. You can join the beta. There's a link in this. You can go ahead and press the Sorare homepage, and there you get the links to all of these things like the Specialist League, Underdog League, but also you can press this Watch Now thing right here. Once you press that Watch Now, first of all, sorry about that being so loud. Really sorry about that. Once you press that Watch Now, it will show you a link here, which they definitely should have included in the description down below. But I do believe the link that you should be looking for is sorare.com/blog. If you press that, I'm pretty confident it takes you to this page where everything is summed up. So the page I've been on, once you are on sorare/blog, you can just go ahead, sorare.com/blog, sorry. You can go ahead and read through all of this yourself as well, which is going to be very important. Always inform yourself. Don't just trust in people like me and other people as well. Do your own research, as always, when it comes to crypto. And by the way, yeah, none of this is financial advice. Please be careful with anything. Only use disposable income when it comes to Sorare. But here it goes, guys. We are looking at the Sorare-owned app. And it is, from a visual standpoint, looking better than the Sorare data one. Yes, I said it. I can't believe I'm saying this, because for me, it's always Sorare data and then Sorare itself. But from a visual standpoint, this does look better, I'll have to admit. But it seems to be the only functionality that we have with the Sorare app so far. So I don't know what they're going to do exactly with it. I haven't seen anything in terms of like buying players and all that stuff. I've only seen like lineups, right? Lineup building, is that even included there? But in terms of like looking at the players and how they're doing on the weekly basis, you get to scroll through these. Basically, this is your week, right? It's the week of 8th of March to the 11th. You get to scroll through your teams and see how the points have been coming in, which position you're in between all the people that have taken part in the division. But once you click on it into that team, you then get to see the players individually like this as well. Now, I don't necessarily see any difference in terms of like utility. I don't see any difference on this picture compared to this one. It's just visually more pleasing, I guess. But like you can see all the info you need immediately from that one screen right there. Now you can see what is this? This one says, dive deeper into your lineup to see compelling player card visuals and detailed player stats highlighting decisive scores. Once again, I don't see a difference here to this one, but still, I guess I'll take it. It makes for a better screenshot, that's for sure. So that's one thing I like. And they have a share feature as well, which is going to be quite interesting for many people out there. And then there's another thing that I personally really like, which is that they go ahead and notify you about important moments as they unfold when your players score goals, make assists, and earn points for your teams. Key updates are delivered straight to your phone the moment they happen with push notifications. So I like that. Oh, by the way, the whole like stats thing was this. So you then can click on your players and then get to see like the actual like stats, what they have done in that game going off that screen, I assume. So if you click on that Lewandowski, you then get to see this, and then you get to see the stats themselves, and then you can go ahead and take a picture and post it on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I'm assuming. But the notifications is massive. I like that a lot because right now I'm just running other apps. So having the notifications come in from Sorare themselves to kind of confirm that these players will be giving those decisive points is actually very nice, because sometimes I get a notification from FOTMob that says Nicolas Storm from Mechelen got an assist, and then I go onto Sorare and it says he doesn't have an assist. So I'm just confused. So I am going to prefer getting notifications like these. So that's going to be great. I can't wait to set that one up. And then it says that's just the start. In the coming weeks and months, we will continue to introduce new features to enhance the mobile app experience, which I'm assuming is going to be lineup building, because from what I can see so far, you can only look at your lineups. You can't build them. So I'm thinking lineup building is going to be possible. But here it says today you will be soon able to join the competitions and manage your teams from directly within the app through our refreshed game lobby. Soon you will be able to claim rewards and show off your new cards by sharing with friends by just the tap of the finger. So that is good. So you can manage your teams, because I haven't seen that in the video. If we look at the video itself, we can see like you sign in, right? Then you have your lineups, which are already set here. I haven't seen any lineups that haven't been set and haven't had like points on them. So I'm just scrolling through this video real quick, and they said if you move to the right, if you swipe to the right, you actually get to see the next week as well. So I wonder if you can go ahead and have the next lineups being built on the app, because if you can build your lineups on the app, I like that. I really like that. That's a big plus. So that's good. You can go ahead and sign up for the beta for the mobile app already, which I have done. So I would suggest it to you too. Then going over to the card designs, which are quite interesting. I mean, it is very nice what they have done, that they have brought in not only new card designs, but also different designs within the scarcity. So as you can see here with this limited, there are like these lines, diagonal lines, and this one has a different pattern on it. So you have different patterns on the cards as well. And I really do wonder if certain ones are going to be selling for more than others. But the unique one like this Chezinha looks unbelievable. So I like that one a lot. The unique ones look class, but you can see it here, the progression of the card designs. It all started back in 2018, 2019, and I genuinely would somehow argue that those ones kind of look better than the ones the season after. It's just my preference, I guess, seeing the entire player on the card, because then it went to like only the upper body type stuff. But we are going to move on with that as well. It seems we're going to keep things going with the upper body shots now on the new cards. But you can see right here that the players have a dedicated area on the card that they're going to be placed into. Yes, their heads will be poking out of it by the looks of things. But yeah, generally the unique card design I like a lot. I think they look class. Like imagine a Messi in that PSG kit is going to be great. The commons, I like the looks of them. It's all right, right? I like that. And then we have the different designs for different cards as well. So the limiteds, this one with the weird things going on in the background. This one has a different pattern. That one as well. And I do believe this goes through all scarcities, or does it not? It does. It does. So it's basically the same designs, right? Same like patterns in the background, but for all scarcities. Yeah, from what I can tell, it's all the same. But I don't know. For me, the super rare color, that's the one I kind of prefer the most. Might just be me, but for some reason, the blue ones really look nice. What I like, though, the rookie cards, they will have this graphic displayed on them, which is kind of nice. I like the rookie cards a lot, especially right now and with the 2022 ones, where it's like patterned all over the card at the bottom. But I also like this sticker feel. It kind of has that like real life aspect to it that we had with other like collecting cards, where you have like something like a sticker on it as well. So I enjoy that. So that's pretty nice to see. And they have a video about the card designs as well. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about the card designs. The more difference, the more different the teams look, the more I like it. So I appreciate the fact that we have different patterns in the background as well. So a little bit of a plus, but generally speaking, I am hoping that next year we will have even more special designs coming in, like a team of the week or player of the week type thing, or players that reach 100 points get a specific card given out the next time they are auctioned. They have like hundreds in the background, something like that. Just like different designs to give even more diversity to people and make some cards more valuable than others as well. Another big thing that many people didn't really think of is the fact that the MLS is now fully licensed with Sorare. Now, you guys do know we had MLS players already, but from what you can tell on them, I can show you by my cards here. You have this Jesus Ferreira, for example, but it doesn't have the MLS badge necessarily in the top corner, and we can't see the kits as well. We don't see any badges that kind of tell us which team he plays for and all that good stuff. So what we can see in this update is actually that, where was it again? I lost my train of thought here. So yeah, here. Sorare managers have been able to collect and play with Major League Soccer cards since June 2020 due to our agreement with the MLS Players Association. But starting with the 2022 season, managers will be able to to see the full kits and jerseys later this month, which is is it now going to be March? Really? No way. Are they going to be launching the new? I wonder. It is later this month. We are on the 29th of March. I wonder, are we going to have these cards now? In like the next few days, the MLS cards are going to have the new design on them. That's interesting. They're going to be quite valuable because they're going to be the first ones printed with the new design on them. But they have the full rights to the 28 clubs within the MLS. So we're gonna have properly licensed MLS players coming in very, very soon. So I am very much looking forward to that. Even though I have some players from the previous seasons, I'm still going to be looking forward to that as well. But the fact that the new cards will be minted either now in March towards the end, I mean, we only have a few days left, or in April, means that I'm soon going to lose 5% bonus on my MLS players. So that's just a thing to keep in mind. If you guys know, or don't know, I should say, every single MLS player you have, unless they are from a season before this current one, if they are like from the 2020 season, like I have this Crepo, or for example, like I have this Amaya or Marquis Delgado, those players, including Nat Hernandez, will not lose that 5% bonus because they already had lost it. So I'm not going to lose percentages on them, but I am for sure going to be losing my percentages on Jesus Ferreira, who is a 2021 version. I'm going to lose a percentage on Ruiz. So I'm going to lose percentage on Nathan Hariel as well. So there is a little bit of a downer coming in terms of news when it comes to some of my MLS players, but I am looking forward to seeing the new design. So overall, that is the thing. The MLS is fully licensed, which hopefully will see a lot more people from North America come in and take part on Sorare. So let's talk about the big topic that most people will care about, the rewards. Yes, they have come out with some updates on the rewards, which are quite interesting to look at. Now, they have the game week calendars introduced. To help you plan ahead and build your strategies, you'll be able to visit our new game week calendars. These calendars will share the special weekly rules and the number and quality of card rewards in every division of every league for the next 4 game weeks. The game week calendars will be shared across our channels every 4 game weeks, every 2 calendar weeks. So you can plan ahead. And I like that. I like being able to plan ahead and not being surprised by new things coming in. So I like that a lot. That is very nice. Of course, calendars are subject to change and updates will be communicated accordingly. So if something happens, Sorare will obviously let you know on their official channels, which again, I advise to you, go ahead and jump into the Sorare Discord because you will always be updated in the announcements center and all those things. Those are the places to definitely take part in order to never miss out on news. When it comes to card allocations, so people actually thought it was 50%, 50% are given out on auctions, and 40% are given out as rewards, and 10% are referrals. At least that's how people thought it goes. But what we're seeing here is they are kind of coming out and saying in 2022, our target is to reserve up to 40% of our card supply for rewards. There are many factors that may impact card allocations of particular players, such as scarcity, marketplace events, referrals, side games, changes to player tiers, licensing agreements, and more. We believe this number accurately reflects the balance that we're looking for between an exciting competitive challenge and a fun casual experience over the course of an entire season while keeping the ecosystem healthy and stable. Obviously, by that, they mean that they still can cash in on the auctions, which is totally fine because they're providing a great product. So I just wonder, like, because previously I thought it was 40% anyways. So I wonder what it actually was. Was it like 30%? What was it? I wish they kind of told us. But then, here's the big thing. Tying ETH to US dollars. Our long-term vision is to bring Sorare to millions of fans around the world. And in order to do so, we need to create a frictionless, stable product that appeals to a broader fan base. Now, when it comes to that, obviously, when we go onto TradingView and we take a look at Ethereum and its price over the last, what is it now? That goes until like February 2020. You can see that Ethereum at times trended at 930 euros back in January 2021. Then it trended up to like 3,600 euros at one point. Then it dropped down again to 1,400 euros. Then it went back up to 3,300. Then back up to 3,000, nearly at 4,000 actually, 4,000. Then it dropped down again to 1,910, and then it went back up to 3,100. So what Sorare is trying to achieve here is, instead of giving people ETH rewards, they want people to know exactly what they're going to be getting each week. Now, they are tying the thresholds, the threshold points, 205 and 250 points. If you reach those, you used to get 0.01 ETH or 0.02 ETH. Now, they're going to be giving you $25 worth of ETH or $50 worth of ETH every single game week if you hit those thresholds. Now, I personally don't necessarily like the numbers. I wish it was more because in my personal opinion, someone that has been looking into cryptocurrencies for a long time now, I think that number is too low. I think we're still in a bull market. That's just my personal opinion. Don't trust anything I say here. I'm still a newbie considered when it comes to like actual experts. But for me personally, I think we're going to go higher than this 4,200 euro number. I think we're going to go high up into like the 8,000s, That's my personal expectance, like 7,000, 6,000. That is nothing that is out of the realm of possibility for Ethereum. It is the number 2 cryptocurrency. So kind of tying it to a price tag that is like around this level. Where is it? Around this level down here. The 2,500 range for the Ethereum threshold, if you consider like 0.01 ETH being $25 and 0.02 being $50, tying it to this range down here, while we're still possibly in a bull market that's going to see ETH go up way higher, I really hope that they will actually upgrade the thresholds in the future as well and not keep it like this forever. So if we are still in a bull market, if ETH still does go up as much as people expect it to, I think it would be a shame to see this threshold payout. At the same time, though, I do like consistency. I do like the fact that there is some sort of security there, because obviously after a bull market, there is a bear market in crypto as well. So as much as it could go up towards the 7, 8, 9, 10,000s, it can easily come back down towards these ranges again and maybe even go below it to the 1,700s down here. And then 10%, like not 10%, like 1% of that value would be below $25. So I get that as well. So maybe at the end of the day, over the big picture of things, it is an all right number to look at. But they have changed that in terms of rewards. But these changes will go live at the start of the European season in August. So as you can still get the thresholds, I think it's more important than ever to get them now, because you're going to get more money out of it than what they are going to be offering after August. So until then, I'm definitely threshold grinding like crazy. So here it is, gameplay update. That is another thing that people expected a lot in. People wanted new ways to play the game. I personally really wanted Limited Pro, but instead of that, we got some new exciting things to look at. So we have now gotten the Underdog League. After seeing how much our community enjoyed the Underdog Special Weeklies, we have decided to introduce the Underdog League and make it a regular tournament. Regular. That is amazing. We'll aim to have at least one Underdog League tournament every game week with different scarcity and average score rules, requirements, and considerations. Each lineups must have a low average score. Average score rules will vary. To start, we will use the last 15, the L15, which they just recently introduced. If we take a look into Sorare right now, and we go on to any of my players, basically, and we click on them, we are actually able to see... Wait, I was able to see it before. Where the hell did that go? Oh, there you go. Last 15 average score. That one did not exist before, so they have put that in onto their page. So that is the reason for it. They now have an L15 basis that they're stat that they're going to base things off. And so yeah, to start, we'll use the last 15 games with a maximum score being 40, 45, or 50. This will be refined over the time, but we will experiment with these average score parameters to start with. Now that it is L15, I like that a lot more in terms of like scouting the right player, finding the perfect matchups to get the best out of the players. Because L5, you can have a top player who just didn't play the last 5 games as like an L5 of 0. So then you look at that and think, okay, this week he's fit again. For example, Haaland, he's going to smash out 100 while everyone else buys those cheap players that have no chance against that Haaland, who's going to get a 100 score, while your scouted player that you spent hours on finding is going to get like a 45, 60 at best. So I like the L15 aspect to it because it takes away that top player being able to beat out those lower ranked or lower priced players a lot more than the L5 did. So I like that a lot. So the Underdog League is going to be massive. Then the Specialist League is huge. The rewards when it comes to this one is unreal as well. We'll go through that in a second. In the Specialist League, managers will need to apply their skills and scouting knowledge to build lineups featuring players with low, medium, and high average scores. We'll aim to have at least one Specialist League tournament every game week. Requirements and considerations. A limited number of players will be allowed from the same club. No stacking. Yes. Card bonuses and captaincy bonuses will not apply. Very nice as well. Examples of potential specialist league eligibility rules. Maximum 2 players with L15 over or same as 65, and minimum 1 player with L15 same as 40 or below 40. I like that. That adds a whole new way of playing the game, combining players that have been doing well and players that have been not necessarily up to their original form. I like that. That gives the opportunity for true scouting people to go ahead and win some massive rewards. So this specialist league is going to be the thing that I personally am most excited about. Then though, a big update has come in with the rare division updates. Now, it's big. It really, well and truly is big. So in addition to the new Underdog and Specialist League tournaments, we are simplifying the entry requirement rules for the rare division by removing common cards. Yes, you will not longer be able to use your common goalkeepers to grind the threshold. And this has so many people upset. Honestly, I 100% understand why you are upset. I understand why you think, as a new person who has just come in the past few months, right, who hasn't already gained massive threshold gains, I should say, and is now able to buy a rare goalkeeper, one of the bad ones that still plays though. I understand that you would be upset because you can't use your Alisson common or your Neuer common to get you like 40, 35, 45 points maybe. It sucks. It really sucks. But at the same time, I think it was silly anyways to use common goalkeepers in the rare division. I think it would have made sense to do this by step basically, by not completely taking away lower scarcities in a rare division. I think it would have been great to have limited goalkeepers still being able to be placed into the rare teams for the threshold grind so that people can still have an easier entry into it. So maybe a limited goalkeeper instead of a common, but they have completely cut it off right now. No more common goalkeepers. I think in terms of moving into the future, it's the right move. But it is harsh, and I totally understand why people would be upset about it. I get it. I 100% get it. So don't think I don't understand your pain. I understand it fully. So now you have to put in 5 rare cards in your lineups in the rare divisions. No more commons, which is big. But to give managers enough time to adapt their strategies, common cards removal in the rare division will be going live starting at the start of the European season in August. So just like the threshold, that will only be gone in August. So you still have plenty of time to grind the threshold until then. And with the rise of the ETH price, which is going to be happening in my opinion, you will definitely be able to buy a lower rated rare goalkeeper at that point, in my opinion. If you had a successful threshold team until now with a common goalkeeper in it, I'm pretty confident in saying you will be able to go ahead and get that rare goalkeeper into your team at that point. At least I would hope so. Then when it comes to legends, they have brought in new utility to the legends in the game that was kind of told people. People were already told in the past about this, but you can take a look at it here. Through the Legends Challenge tournament, your legends will make their way back to the pitch. We're sorry for keeping you waiting, and we can't wait to see the teams you built ahead of your very first Legends Challenge coming up in game week 260. That's just 2 game weeks away. 258 is about to come, and then after that, you have 2 more, and then you get to use your legends. Scoring in terms of legends. During the new tournament, legends will take the score of the highest scoring player of their club for their position. So, for example, if you have a Ronaldo that is a PSV legend in Sorare, he will score the highest point of a forward in that PSV Eindhoven team. So, Cody Gakpo, if he gets 100, your Ronaldo gets 100. Basically, that is how it's going to go. Requirements and considerations. The first editions of this tournament will take place on Game Week 260, 264, and 268, where you will need to use a minimum of 1 legend. Expect more Sorare Legend launches in the coming weeks to prepare for the debut of the Legends Challenge tournament. Find out more about Sorare Legends in our original Legends blog announcement in September 2021. So that is another big update. So the gameplay is changing. In my opinion, the Specialist League, the Underdog League, make up for the common goalkeepers being taken away, because if you are a new user coming into Sorare now, Limited is the place to go because you have so much utility in it now due to the fact that the rewards have been changed. So if we take a look at the calendar here, you can now see that in terms of like Game Week 260, the Specialist Limited, if you play that one with your limited items, you can go ahead and win rares, I believe. That's what it means, right? I think that is what it means. Because if you go onto Sorare right now and you press Game Week 258, which they have already introduced it. I've seen it already. So if you look into Game Week 258 and you go into Mix, and then you go into Prize Pool, so you can enter into the Specialist Limited League with a let me go here, Specialist Limited League, enter a team. You're allowed to use limited items only in it, but you can go ahead and win star rares in the top 3, tier 1 rares in the top 13, tier 2 rares, which are still like 200 to 500 euro items on position 14 to 48. I love that because now you actually have a path to go from limiteds to rares. And that you can do by using players that are limited, with certain ones of them being very cheap, who have an average of 40 or below in the last 15 games. Some players being better than that, 1 player with 60 or above, and then 2 players max from the same team. So there you go. That is what Sorare has done. And I like it. I absolutely love it. I think this is class. I think this will bring a whole new dynamic of progression into the game. I think if you are a new user coming into Sorare right now, Limited is the way to go, because there is now a clear path on how you can progress from Limited into the rare divisions. And at the same time as well, obviously, in Game Week 260, they have the Specialist Limited and Underdog Limited, all that, like the Specialist Limited giving out rare items. I think the Specialist Super Rare giving out unique items is massive as well. So that is class. I can't wait to see what happens there. And then when we go into the other game week here as well, Game Week 261, we have the Underdog Limited, Specialist Limited, again, giving out rare rewards. And that's like a midweek one. 100 items are being given away. 262, which is another weekend game week, I believe. You then have access to Underdog Super Rare, which gives out super rares. Then you have the Specialist Rare, which again gives you that progression ability. You can go ahead and, I'm assuming, use rares only to win super rares. And I think those are going to be tier 2, tier 1 super rares as well. And maybe even bigger super rares. Maybe even tier 0, like the star super rares, which would be insane. But I love this update after looking into it for a couple of hours, letting it sink in and understanding what Sorare has come out with. I have spent my time on it, and I think it's for the better of the platform. Most of the things that they have introduced are amazing. I am fully aware that nothing is perfect, but I think based on what they have been announcing in the past and the disappointments that I've seen people experience, this is great, because I've seen a lot of actual long-term managers that have been playing this game for years now come out and say good things about this update. And that right there is a very good indication of where the platform might be going. Now, we are done with that part. Let me show you my provisional teams for Game Week 258. So Game Week 258, my friends, we are going AllStar Pro, baby. We have brought in a bunch of new players, which I should explain real quick, because obviously you guys will not know what the hell happened. So I have gone ahead and swapped players for Crypto. the goalkeeper from the MLS. Really good scores on him. Very excited to have him. Marky Delgado seemed too cheap for the points he is providing at the LA team. He is a player that plays together with Chicharito. Obviously, as you guys know, we have brought in Chicharito, so that could be a good stack for the America rare divisions in the summer. Mace Hilgers, I brought back for a 684 payment, and he is currently going for 1,200 by the looks of things. It has been announced that he is back and playing for Twente again in a friendly game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell am I pressing, man? Where the hell is my mouse? Mace Hilgers. Oh, I typed mess. Mace Hilgers. There we go. So if we take a look at him, and we removed that one there. I bought him back again at 684, and he has been selling for 1,000 euros. Let's freaking go. Massive. Love that. So it was a perfect purchase there by the looks of things. But yeah, Hilgers is back. I've brought him back into the club, and I'm very happy to have him again. Obviously, it's a current season card, so by the time the next season comes in, I need to build this one up and get at least like 8% on him, so I can start the next season with a 3%. Then I brought in Kento Mizao, which I couldn't believe my eyes that I got him for that cheap, because this is a super rare playing for Kashima, and Kashima Antlers are like one of the best teams in Japan. And if we look at the prices, I bought him for 583, and he already sold for 1,000 for 957, which is just incredible. So I've brought in a player that gets like some consistent scores, and lately in this season, in the last 2 games especially, has gotten some really, really good scores there as well. So I'm very excited to have this man in my team. Currently, though, he plays as a defender, which is quite interesting. His scores as a defender are quite good as well, but as a midfielder, it hasn't really hurt him that much in my eyes. But still, we have him now as one of our super rares, playing for one of the best teams in the Asia region. So that has me excited. Then I've gone ahead and brought in Kaigo Tsunemeto. He is one of the bigger talents in that J League. He is big for me. 7.5% boost on him. Great scores on him. Amazing defender. Beast of an under 23 to have for the summer. And we have brought in the Japanese national team player, Ayase Ueda. He is the striker of Kashima, and he's big. I'm excited to have him in the team as well. And I did buy Yo Hyun off the back of today's announcements. I'll show you guys what the hell happened there, because that was fun. I immediately jumped onto the market and looked for a goalkeeper that actually plays. There you can see he plays in a K-League. And I thought that he would jump up in price. I bought him for 532, and then just a few moments later, just 20 minutes later, someone bought him for much more than what I bought him for. But they didn't buy the card I listed. I had him listed at 650. This guy went out, bought a player with lower experience for more money. So there is a lot of hype going around goalkeepers right now. I'm going to be selling this one for profit. I'm not planning on holding him. That was just a quick flip deal. So that is the update on the players that I brought in. Let me show you my team. And sorry if this video is long. I think this one needed to be long for showcasing everything. But the AllStar Pro team, Yang Hanbin as the goalkeeper for Seoul. Then we have the Kashima boys, Keigo Tsunemoto, Kento Mizao, Jesus Ferreira, who's on fire lately. Even got a goal for the US men's national team and a 5-1 win, I believe. And then Ayase Ueda at the top alongside with him. Now, ideally, I want to bring in another super rare before the game week begins. I have my eye on one specific player who looks extremely consistent and very, very good. So I might be able to bring him in before this game week begins. I'll update you guys. Ideally, I want to have 2 super rares, because that is a waste of a decent team. I think if I get that guy, I would probably drop one of the forwards and move Jesus Ferreira to a different team. Obviously, he's under 23 and America eligible. Under 23, we're going to be running the Kaiser, Mazraoui, Kirktrue, Sinistera, Vito Ferreira. My under 23 team has never been better than this. That team alone costs so much money. So I'm hoping they finally bring in a reward. We have some great matchups here. Feyenoord against Willem II. Ajax against whoever, it doesn't matter. Utrecht against Waalwijk, where I hope the Kaiser finally can get at least 40 points again and not ruin my lineup. Yeah, Champion Europe, Marseille is playing against 18th placed Saint-Etienne, who are fighting against relegation. It will be a battle. It will be tough, but I still have to put my faith into Marseille. I actually considered selling them, but I didn't because I have midweek utility with them being so strong in the Conference League. Same as my Feyenoord boys. I expect both of them to actually get into the next round too. So we could have some massive utility coming forward from the Marseille players themselves. In terms of America, we are going to be lining up with Crepeau, Nathan Harriel, who is another new purchase on the 23 fullback. Didn't really want to buy fullbacks, but I've seen his performances and I like him a lot. Frankie Amaya obviously is here. Pablo Ruiz is here as well. And Chicharito is leading the line there. So that is it for today's video, guys. I'm so excited for Game Week 258. And I'm also very, very excited for Game Week 259. Because for the first time, midweek, I will have 2 lineups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Take care and peace.